Hey guys, it's Yessie Bieber, and today I'm going to be doing a story time. This is my first ever story time, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. So, as you can see from the title of this video, yes, we saved an animal from the street, and I decided to do this video today because on Sunday, which is basically like a week from now, it's gonna be Easter, so why not do this video since we saved a bunny, which just goes perfectly. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you may already know that we saved an animal. You probably even saw it.
We just found him under a car. He's a baby. He's mine.
If you don't follow me on Snapchat, then don't worry because I'm going to tell you all about it and how we rescued the bunny. So, I was referring to the bunny as he or she, but I now know that it's a girl, so I'm going to say she all the time. Okay, so one night, which was in February last month, my mom and I went outside to go meet up with her brother, which is my uncle, and his girlfriend Carla. We were going to go to buy something, so my mom was coming out of her parking, and as soon as she was coming out of the parking, my uncle comes out of the car because he sees that an animal just went flashing under a car. He was like, what is that? That does not look like a dog, or it does not look like a cat either. So he got off the car and he was just, he's crazy. He was just like, oh my god, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? So I got out of the car just to go and see what it was. And as I look, I just kind of glanced under the car. I see it was a rabbit. I was like, holy shit. I was like, Ma, that's our rabbit under there. And then she was like, call Chris. She immediately got out of her car. She was like, call Chris, call your brother right now and see if that rabbit is okay, see if she's home. So I call him and I'm like, there's a rabbit under the car. Is your rabbit home? Is she home? And he's like, yeah, she's fine. So I hung up. I was like, okay, bye. Because I was just so concerned about this animal. So I, myself being the animal lover, went to go check under the car with my uncle's girlfriend, which happens to also be an animal lover. So I put on the flashlight from my phone so she could see, and she's the one that kind of crept. She actually, yeah, she went on her knees and got under the car to get the rabbit. She was like, I picked it up, I have it. I was like, oh my god, let me see it. So we happened to just see this little baby, like this little baby of a rabbit. And she's like, oh my god, look, it's all wet. Mind you, it was raining, so the rabbit, she was all wet. And she just looked so scared. Just by her face, I could just tell she was sad that she's been through so much. And the funny part was that, you know, when you kind of approach an animal, especially like a cat, they just run away. Well, this rabbit actually stood there. Like, she wanted to be approached. She wanted us to grab her and to save her, you know. Or maybe she was just scared, but I feel like this was her calling for us to go and save her. So she picked up the rabbit and she handed it over to my uncle, and he kind of just took off his hoodie and put it over the rabbit. So he was holding her like this. I'm gonna just pretend this is the rabbit right now. This is a little Easter thing I got, dog that I bought for myself. So he was like that, just holding it, and my mom and the girlfriend, we were just all staring at the bunny. We were really amazed because out here you don't find rabbits, you know, in the street. We usually just find cats, dogs. We don't find rabbits, so it's very rare. So we were shocked, and we immediately thought, oh my god, somebody must have abandoned this rabbit. You know, they probably like saw that she was I don't know, I was just assuming a bunch of stuff. I was like, okay, maybe like they didn't want the rabbit, or I don't know. We were kind of like just, you know, trying to save the bunny at that very moment. So we ended up getting back in the car, and I went to CVS to buy the rabbit a bed because my uncle and his girlfriend agreed to keep the rabbit in their house. They were going to keep the bunny. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy the bunny a bed, and I'm going to go inside the house to give it some food. I have some food from the other bunny. So I'm going to put it in a plastic bag and give it to you. So as soon as I got back in the car from CVS, my mom is like yelling at my uncle because she was saying like, don't show me. And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, oh my god, Yesenia, this bunny is all cut up. You need to look at the ears. It looks like it's bleeding. And I immediately got horrified. I was like, I can't see that, James. Don't even show me. It was nighttime, by the way, so we couldn't really see unless I would put the light on. I was like, don't show me, don't show me. My mom was like avoiding him. She was like, please do not show me. Just take the rabbit home and see if you can do something. So they ended up taking the bunny home. He showed his girlfriend. She felt very bad. She was like, I'm not gonna let this bunny go. Do not worry. We're gonna take it home, give it some food, give it some water, and just kind of like let it run around the house. So my uncle took some videos of the bunny, but he kind of avoided the area of the injury, like wherever she was hurt, because I didn't want to see it. My mom didn't either. So we were just like, oh my god, it's so cute. Please take care of it. And we can see like what we can kind of like try to find out what we can do with the rabbit, like to make it better. So throughout the whole night, he was just telling my mom like, oh my god, I'm really scared, like to pick up the bunny. He's never had like a pet before, so he was like afraid of the bunny. And his girlfriend was asleep, so she wasn't like really awake to see the bunny like hop around. It was going crazy, hopping around the house, pooping everywhere. And they didn't have a box or a cage or anything, so it was just out in the carpet, pooping all over, eating so much, eating a bunch of carrots, lettuce, and the food that we gave her, and all the water that she was drinking. We were just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. So the following day, my uncle calls and he's like, okay, we decided that we do not want to keep the rabbit, but my girlfriend is gonna give it up to a zoo here in Queens. And I was like, no, please don't do that. Like you said you would keep it, you know? Please just try to keep it or something. And as soon as I got off the phone with him, I told my mom, oh my god, I want to keep this rabbit. I wish there was something we can do to make it better. I didn't really know what was going on with the rabbit there. I just thought it was cut up. I didn't know what I was about to find out that day. So mom was like, we can't have any more animals in the house. Your dad is gonna get mad. We have 3 pets, 2 dogs and a rabbit already. That's enough. And I was just really sad. I was like, Amma, I'll pay anything. And then she started thinking about it. She's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm willing to pay anything for that rabbit so we can keep it and it can get better. So I called my uncle back and I told him, can you please take the rabbit down to the vet, which was a block away from us. I said, could you take it down to the vet? And he said, okay, meet me there. I'm here. I'm coming now. So we went and we ended up seeing the rabbit, and at that moment I just started crying because my uncle, while he was showing us the rabbit, was saying, okay, so this is what the vet said. They said that there's a slight chance that the rabbit could make it, but this is how much you have to put up to pay, which was like $250, or you can choose another option, which is just put it to sleep. And I was like, are you serious? I don't want to put the animal to sleep. Like, what is the point of that? I'm here to try to save its life. He's like, I know, mommy, but that's what the vet said. And I'm just like, I just stood there thinking. My mom was crying. We were just all crying, looking at the poor rabbit in a little box. And it just stood there. It was just so like innocent, and it broke my heart, guys. It broke my heart. I was like, Ma, could we please like try to go get a second opinion and another vet? So we drove 15 minutes away to another vet. Ended up saying that they didn't take exotic animals. They didn't know anything about them. So we just left that one and went to another one around there. And then that doctor, that vet, told my uncle, okay, you should just put the rabbit to sleep because it doesn't look like it's gonna make it. It's really bad. And oh, I forgot to tell you guys that in the first vet, where they said to put it to sleep also, they told my uncle that it had mites, that the rabbit had mites. And I went and just Googled everything, like remedies and everything, but I felt like none of that would help because it was so severe. Hopefully I have a picture. I think I have a picture, so I'll put it down below so you guys can see how bad it was. But I don't think the picture does enough justice to how bad her ears were. One was down and one was up. They're both supposed to be up. One was like down. It was really bad. It was just really, really bad. And I'm not even exaggerating. If you saw it in person, you would feel like horrible. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe there isn't anything we can do. But really, like, if an animal has mites, I feel like it can be treated. So the last vet that we went to here in Queens gave a printout to my uncle saying that we should take the bunny to an animal control center in the city. So my mom was like, okay, James, tomorrow we'll hop on the train and we'll go to, not hop on the train, we'll take a train to Manhattan. And we'll see what we can do with the bunny. Maybe they can treat it for like cheap and then we could take it home. Or if they say there's nothing we can do, then we're going to have to leave it. My mom also loves animals too. So yeah. So they ended up not going because my uncle overslept. But when I came out of school, my uncle called my mom and she was like, he told her, I don't know if I can keep this rabbit in my house anymore. It's pooping too much and I'm scared, Jackie. Like, please come get the bunny. So my mom was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up the bunny now. I'm gonna go with Yesenia to Manhattan to try to see what we can do with it. So we went and picked it up. He brought it out in a little box, and I was just like holding it in the back seat, just making sure that she had enough light, you know, so she wouldn't be afraid, and enough holes in the box. Well, the box was pretty much open, but I was afraid that it would jump out, but it didn't. She didn't. So we got to the animal control center, and they ended up telling us that this was just a shelter where you just bring in animals so they can take them in. And my mom was like, okay, this is not a medical center. So they recommended her to another animal place, which ended up being an animal hospital in Manhattan as well. So we drove 20 minutes, and we went there for nothing because there was a bunch of traffic, and we already knew how this place would get. Like, it was really bad. It was bad. You guys know how New York is, especially the city. So we didn't go there. We ended up going to an animal hospital here in Queens, which is by the mall in Elmhurst, Queens Center Mall. And it ended up being a really cute vet, very nice. We waited 1 hour and a half for the vet to come, but he was really sweet. He was very, very nice. And he knew what he was doing, obviously. Like the other fucking people, it was because it was a vet. This was an animal hospital, so they had more experience with different kinds of animals. But he took in the rabbit, and he was like, okay, so I've never seen anything like this before. That's immediately, like, we just got really scared at that moment. And then he said, this can either be mites, it can be a burn, or it can be skin cancer. When he said cancer, I just freaked out. I looked at my mom, and she already had tears in her eyes. So he was like, okay, so I'm gonna take the rabbit right now. We were in the same room. He said, I'm going to shave off the fur from the top of the head all the way here, because it was not only the ears, it was more down to her fur as well. So he shaved all of that, and we were just looking at the rabbit. It was like a little scared, and we felt so bad. He also had his assistant there that was helping him. And then he's like, okay, maybe you can go grab something to eat and come back in 30 minutes and we can tell you the results and what's wrong with your rabbit. So, and yeah, we did tell him that we found the rabbit and we wanted to keep it. So we couldn't really give information. We didn't know the age. We didn't know what it's been through. We didn't know anything. So we didn't even know if it was a girl or boy. So my mom, my brother, and I ended up going to eat, and then we came back to the vet, the animal hospital, and then he sat down, and, well, we were sitting down, and then he told us, okay, so the rabbit has mites. And we were just like, oh, thank you, God, that it's just mites. And then my mom immediately asked him, is there anything we can do about it? Like, can it be treated? He was like, yes, of course it can be treated. We're going to give it a vaccine right now, and we're also going to prescribe it some medicine for you to give it orally to her, and to also, there's a spray that you also have to apply the following month, which is this month. She has to apply it next week on the bunny. So we ended up actually seeing the mites under a microscope, and it was just disgusting. They're very microscopic. Obviously we had to see under a microscope, but it was so disgusting. Like the amount of mites that poor rabbit had on her skin, I felt so bad. My mom was amazed. It was crazy. But thank God that this vet treated our rabbit, because I don't know what I would have done if he said there's nothing we can do. Like, till this day I would have still been sad about that. I just love animals so much, and I was really concerned, and so was my mom. We were all concerned. So the vet visit was pretty expensive, but I did not care because my bunny would get better. So yeah, it was $350, but I was like, it's okay, whatever. Like, my rabbit is gonna get better, and this is our bunny now. So we were excited. We took the bunny home. He said, make sure if you have other pets that you keep it separated. Maybe put it in the bathroom with a cage. Go out and buy a cage the next day. We were at the animal hospital at nighttime. It was like gonna be 12 in the morning, so we couldn't find, you know, like a cage anywhere. No Petco or anything was open, so we had to do that the next day. But we put her in a little box in the bathroom for that night. My mom gave it the medicine every time that it needed to take the medicine, every 12 hours. And she ended up loving her medicine. Like, she would just go up to the syringe and just drink it. So cute. And thank God she got better, guys. She is doing great right now. She has her little cage. She's still in the bathroom because we want to play it on the safe side and not really, like, have her with the other animals, but I kind of do take her out of her cage just so she can roam around the living room and see the other pets so she doesn't get scared. It's so cute how they all look at her, but she's doing much better, and my mom actually has to put a spray on her in like 3 days from now for the mites just to make sure that they're gone, but I'm pretty sure they're gone. Like, she's doing great. I pick her up every single day. I show her lots of love. We all do. We feed her. Guys, she can eat. She eats so much. She's so cute. She eats everything, like, but we give her only rabbit food, of course. We don't like give it rice and chicken or something like that, but she eats anything. Like, we also feed her like cabbage and grapes and all that, and she just loves it. And she also loves to drink water. She's so cute. But right now, I'm gonna show you her right now, but like I said, they had to shave her little fur, so it's still growing. It takes a very long time for them to grow back their fur. I actually went on Google and searched this, so it's coming in slightly. Like, you can see the little hairs growing and back and everything, but it is gonna take a long time. And she is a lion head rabbit, which makes her just so different. I'm gonna put down a picture of a lion head rabbit so you can see how she will look. But no, actually in the picture where she was injured, you can see how she was. But yeah, she's so cute and I just love her so much. We actually haven't named her yet, which is pretty weird. We just call her like Bunny and stuff. But I just love that little animal so much, and I have a feeling that it's a baby because it just acts so baby-like. I don't know if that makes sense, but she's so cute, guys. She's so cute. But I'm gonna show you my bunny right now, and yeah, by the way, I just wanted, before I show you guys her, I didn't want to make this video so you guys can say, oh my god, you're such a good person, Yesenia, or any comments like that. And I'm very altruistic. I do things out of my heart. I don't do things for attention or for the earth to give back to me or for God to bless me even more. I don't do that for that. Some people do things, you know, to receive back, you know, but I don't do that. I love animals and I just simply did it out of my heart, and so did my mom. So yeah, who's ready to see my little baby? You guys should leave me some comments, like maybe like suggesting some names for her. I told my mom I wanted to name it Kirby, but she was like, that's boyish, it's a girl. So yeah, we're not sure, but you can comment some names down below. Hopefully I can get my mom to like one of them. Of course, she has to be the one that decides. But okay, I'm gonna show you guys the bunny right now. So this is my little bunny, guys. She is so cute, and like I said, the hair is slightly growing back. Her ears are doing perfectly fine now. They're both up. And yeah, this is my baby. Say hi. She's shy. She's so light, guys. She weighs maybe like 5 pounds. Look. What a bundle of joy. Perfect for Easter. She actually bit my cheek today. I was disappointed. She bit me because I was like kissing her too much. She's a good girl though. She's a baby. Right, baby? Oh, you're trying to bite my sweater? Oh my gosh, she's trying to bite it. Okay, I think it's time for me to put her down. But yeah, guys, that was my bunny. She's very little. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave some comments of, you know, some of the names that you can suggest for my rabbit. And like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to share it with your friends, family, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have an amazing Easter. Right, baby? I love her so much. My little baby. I just wanted to quickly say thank you to my uncle and his girlfriend for keeping the bunny in their home for the days that we couldn't keep it here. Thank you to my mom for driving all over the damn world to save the bunny, and to my dad as well for letting me keep it.